$250,000 is what I spent last year. In one single year, that is how much money I have spent on videos, and I physically don't have anything to show for this money. $250,000, and I didn't buy a Lamborghini, I didn't buy a Ferrari, I didn't have that money to buy the Sprinter van. I didn't spend it on my $150,000 camera, my $50,000 camera. I didn't spend that money on this $10,000 camera either. The point that I'm making is gonna make a lot more sense by the end of the video. So if I didn't buy any of those things with that money, where did that money go? Seriously, does anybody know where the money went? Asking for a friend. The reason why I don't have a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and a cool car and really cool clothes, I mean, I do have really cool clothes now, was because I committed to spending every single dollar that I was given for a budget on the production itself. Now, no business would ever conduct business this way because it's high risk. It's not sustainable, but you would be surprised at the results from this experiment. I was blown away. It honestly could not have gone better. And I felt like this was such an important lesson to share with you, which is why I'm making this video. I never actually expected to make money off of videos. So for me, whenever I got paid to make a video, I was stoked. I mean, like, I'm still stoked and so grateful. I make less than $100 from YouTube every month. So I'm making, what does that make this? So I'm probably getting like $3, $4 to make this video right here. But this is important to me, and I want to share that doing something that you enjoy is not a waste of time. It's important to remember that. Okay, let's take a look at some of these projects. My first bigger budget boot commercial was Baffin. Now, we only had like $10,000 to $20,000 to spend on this. We had to cast 5 or 6 people. We had to sleep in hotels for 3 nights in the mountains. We had to get food for everybody. We had to drive everywhere. We had to pay the entire crew. I netted $0, but the end results were amazing, and they continued to return for a couple of years. Now, the X Team short film that's on my channel, there's a couple of behind the scenes videos on that. That'll give you an idea of where all that money went, but we did it as big as we possibly could. I spent all that money in approximately 3 days on special effects, bigger than life sets, crew, and the end result was something bigger than I had ever done before. That was like $30,000 that I spent all on the video, not including my time editing it. Then you can see some other projects, like I did a quick Expedia campaign, which I honestly was not anticipating doing. I didn't realize it was like a social campaign. I thought they wanted a commercial, and they had this blue hand. So I pitched a crazy idea of a road trip and the hand guiding them through the entire road trip. And that was an expensive video. I essentially paid for the entire trip and spent all of it on hotels, gas, rental cars, going to different locations, and we spent a full week on the road going from Alberta to BC. It was amazing. And that's a memory I'll never forget. Worth every single dollar. And on top of that, spend the money on adventures. The best showcase of that would be the Osmo Action 2. I think it's the Osmo Action 2 video on my channel. So we stayed in Banff, we went all the way to the mountains. We took a helicopter for that campaign, which was definitely not in the budget, but we did it. We had these amazing experiences and these memories that I will never forget. And I did a few different campaigns on my phone. I did some social videos for the Pocket 2. I did some videos for the Air 2S when that came out. All simple but well executed visions, all with their own set of expenses. And now we've done 3 commercials for DJI, not just like these little iPhone campaigns. Now, I should also mention, for a professional set, if you're paying everybody's full rates for talent, for the camera team, for the crew, for everybody doing, the props, the wardrobe, the makeup, the hair, if everyone's being paid and your accommodations are covered, food, travel, hotels, like all these things really add up. And so for a single day of shooting now, it's very difficult for me to do it under $10,000 because all of these things add up, and I want everybody to feel valued. Some of the scenarios that we put together cost $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Oh, by the way, if you want to see a video on that, I started making one about what a $50,000 day on set looks like. I personally think that it's a really exciting concept, and I'd love to show that, but I don't know if that's of interest. So comment and let me know if you'd want to see that. Now, what happens when you spend $250,000 in a year? My clients were able to see that if they gave me more budget, they would simply get a bigger and better end result. So some of my clients went from $1,000 to $5,000, went from $5,000 to $15,000 or to $25,000. Some of them made a jump from $5,000 to $100,000, and some of them made a jump from $25,000 or $50,000 up to $500,000. The lessons that I learned from this experiment was, first, believe in yourself. Believe in that first vision that got you started. Believe in that thing that had you so excited to take that first leap of faith. There's a reason why you did that. There's a reason why you stepped out of your comfort zone, and you need to stick to that. And secondly, invest in yourself, but you need to invest in the people around you. And that's not just a money thing. Your time, your effort, your energy. Invest all of these things in the people around you because they are so important. I have so much fun being on set and doing what I do with the people that I worked with. And that's why I try to add more and more people to the crew on every single shoot and do things bigger when I can. So stay true to what you believe in and the reason that you started your journey in the first place, because you only get one shot to do the absolute best that you can on every single project. Because money comes and goes, but everything that you do is an extension and an expression of you. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Honestly, just looking at these projects really brings a smile to my face because these are memories from my life. This is why I make videos. Now, obviously, it was a gamble and it might not necessarily always pan out this way. This was my personal experience and I can't necessarily say it'll work for everybody, but if you're really not putting an effort into your dreams, then how far do you really expect to get? If you've had a different scenario, different experience, or a similar experience, share that in the comments and help inspire those other people who are looking for that little push. But this is something that I've learned over the last few years, and I do not regret investing the time, the effort, the energy into the people and the projects that I've done because it's an extension of me. And I hope you leave a little bit more inspired today. And if this video was helpful, please let me know. I'm still trying to figure out the content on my channel, and I hope this was helpful. Love you all so much. Chase those dreams. I'll see you next week.